My mom always told me when you don't have a choice, you just keep going. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Pooja at A Book by the Window. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are reading good. Today I'm going to talk about book number 6 in my 100 books reading challenge, made by Stephanie Land. This is going to be a quick review. I'm trying to get out these really super quick reviews out my way because I still want to talk about the books that I'm reading this year, and this is the only way I know how to squeeze in time from my very hectic schedule. And I hope you still like it, even though this is going to be a super quick analysis and my honest thoughts about the book. If you haven't already watched my 100 books reading challenge video, a challenge that I'm trying to do this year, that's going to be in the description box below. And with everything out of the way, welcome back to the channel. If you're an old subscriber, new subscriber, I see you, and we're going to have a lot of fun here. Talking about the plot of the book. This book is a memoir by Stephanie Land and an inside a powerful, honest account of her struggling as a single mother, working as a cleaner and a housekeeper, trying to make ends meet. This book is just not about cleaning homes for a living. It is a raw diary journal of the author as she was struggling to find her footing after she got pregnant with her first girl, Mia, and the father left because he did not want to be an active participant in raising the kid, but being the mother that she is, she left her dream at the time of having a degree at writing to start looking for odd jobs just to feed her daughter, right? While this is a personal story, it is just not about that. This book attempts to highlight the systematic challenges that keep the poor poor, if it makes any sense. The challenges that people faces when they are trying to survive on low wage, especially when they are caught in the cycle of poverty. Stephanie's experience paint a very vivid picture of how hard it might be to survive when you only have survival in your mind. You don't have any avenues of thinking about your growth or what is best for you in the next few years. You're only constantly thinking about where the next paycheck is going to come from. It is a very intimate, unflinching portrayal of survival, resilience, and the emotional toll that comes from constantly being on your edge. Writing. Of course, what I look the most in a book is its writing. The writing of this book is very matter of factly to the point, easy prose, nothing superfluous, and it feels like you are reading through author's journal. In the book itself, Stephanie mentions how, I'm sorry, my nose is still not okay. In the book itself, Stephanie mentions how she started writing about her experience in her personal journal and in her blog, and I am pretty sure some of the excerpts in this book are inspired from her writing around the time she was struggling to make ends meet. She was living the story. Stephanie doesn't sugarcoat anything in the words that she is speaking in her narrative, in her memoir. And that is what makes this book very powerful and inspiring. Her voice feels very genuine, like I am having a conversation with a friend. And the struggles that she describes as a mother trying to do her best for her daughter is honestly really inspiring. It puts a lot of perspective in your own life. What would you do if you were in her shoes? What I also liked was how Stephanie balanced the narrative with also highlighting the issues at a larger front, the systematic issues that affect a lot of people like her, a lot of single mothers like her. And it's not only a spotlight view of her perspective. She talks about welfare, she talks about social security benefits, food stamps, and the kind of stigma people faces even though they are trying to find some help from the government. It's not just very black and white. And I really applaud the author for bringing these issues to the front through her story. This is the power of books. This is the power of words, that you can make your story into something that can impact and help others in the same boat. Highlight of the book. The main highlight of the book for me was the sheer emotional depth that the story goes into and the honesty of it all. I particularly really liked the honest human to human conversation that she's having with you. I already loved the show back when I watched it years ago, and that is why I was super excited to read the book also. This book did not disappoint in that sense. I felt the same kind of emotions that I faced back when I first watched the show. I found myself crying. I found myself feeling for Stephanie in a way that only one human can feel for another. And when Stephanie talks about her small wins, I found myself cheering her on and hoping the ride is smoother for her from here on. When she faces large defeats in her journey, I found myself struggling to wrap my head around the reality of life and how it can be so hard for some people. The part that really spoke to me and held me to my chair was how Stephanie describes the little things in her day and her life, and how appreciative she is of the life that she has, even though it seems like she has nothing. She talks about her clients and their lives and how grateful she is to at least have her daughter to sleep with, to cuddle with at night. She's also very lonely. She is a single parent and she also needs some love at some point in time, right? But she can only hope for it. Even in the face of it all, she never eventually compares her life with her very rich clients. As a matter of fact, she can see the nuance of life, how even though you have everything, you could be missing that one thing like health or people, or you're going through grief, and you will find yourself putting things into perspective that nothing really matters. It is just not a materialistic world. Of course, money matters, but she did find grace and gratefulness in her own days, and I was really happy to read that. I found myself feeling like I want to give her a real big hug right now from the pages of the book. And this is the kind of story that is going to stay with you, right? Long after you have done reading it. Low light. The only low light in the book for me was that the pacing is a little bit slow in between, and the various descriptions of people's life might sound repetitive for some people. I am a kind of person who loves episodic chapters where each chapter might describe a new thing in her day, in her life, and it was okay for me. But some people might find it dragging, that I'm reading about the same things and it is not bringing anything more to the narrative. So bear in mind if you're reading that. I found it enjoyable. The writing is not very over the top. So if you're also looking for a book that has really beautiful prose and it just puts a dagger in your heart, this is not going to be the book for you. It's like a journal, it's like a diary entry in the author's life, and this is what it is. Final verdict, this book, I have butterfingers. Final verdict, this book was a total 5 on 5. For me, this is gonna go into the top reads of this year. Definitely. I'm also gonna watch the show again with my husband because I found myself reaching for that remote to finally rewatch the show, and that just says how much I love this book. I found myself relate to Stephanie's character, although I am not in a position where I am poor, but I could totally relate the fact that how education, how hard work, how putting your goals first and trying to find sometimes some resilience in the face of it all will bring you places. And she's not cutting corners. She's not a lazy person. She is a hard worker and she will get what she deserves. This is the kind of inspirational read that moves me as well and inspires me. And that is why I read books. Ever since I was a little girl, I read books and I believed it's the right in the world. And I feel like I am somewhere on this journey. So, this is going to be a book that I keep close to my heart. With that said, we are at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching so far. If you like this video, please like, share, comment. Please subscribe to the channel as well. I see that only like 10% of you who tune in every week are subscribed to the channel. It would mean the world to me if you subscribe to the channel. It doesn't take anything out of your pocket, but it will mean everything to me. We're at the end of the video. I will take your leave for today, and do let me know in the comment section below what are the books that you are reading and the books that are moving you from inside, inspiring you, and taking you places. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, happy reading.